You know, Abracadabra is a goat at this thing. You get me? Obviously, I've just been seeing clips of man saying that he's been going through certain situations and that he lost around £1 million from his management. Now, I have to react to this. I have to react to it. I have to wait to see it. I have to react to it. So this may be a long video, but it's coming out on a Saturday when you lot ain't got no work. So big shout out. Before I react to this, I'm going to keep on saying, I am doing a blueprint, a step-by-step blueprint how I got Siru from 500 monthly listeners to 100,000 monthly listeners in 90 days. Now, guys, you also get for 1 year, every other week, you get live Zoom webinars with me, coaching, mentoring, management, that side of things. Now you don't need to worry about when it comes to needing advice, because I'm going to show you what to do, how to do it, and how you can get from 500 monthly listeners to 100,000 monthly listeners and get investment. All you have to do is click the link in description, fill in your details. We go live next week, Friday the 13th. Now, it's very important that you fill in your details, and on Friday the 13th, you act on this, because this offer won't come back again. It will just come, the offer, add value, make some stars, and go back. And then when you're reaching out to me asking for advice, it may be too late. Well, not too late, but it will just go back to the original price, and that will be 1 to 2K when it comes to seeking man, because you want to, you know, become that 0.6% in the music. As you can see, 12 million artists uploaded music on Spotify last year. Go check it out, and only 0.6% made $10,000 and more. So that means 99%, over 99% of artists ain't really making money. But let's get into this. Abracadabra, the goal is just get into it.
1-2 situations, you get me? I had a situation, I lost over like £1 million, you get me? Through like management and stuff, man's manager done
Now, this is crazy. £1 million.
something funny, you get me? Bro?
How? You gotta go into detail, bro. £1 million a lot of money, man.
Man will go to the show, they'll go crazy for the man naturally. But they see me and go super bonkers, you get me? But I used to think, bro, I want all of us to have this type of vibe, you get me? So I think that's what, man.
You see, Abra though, Abracadabra is an original GOAT. Like robbery, the fact that he's still here, not many artists are still in the scene. How many years later? You get me? Over 10 years later, man, still in the scene, streaming, making crazy money. So yeah,
Kind of like subconsciously just went through anything to do with the man them. I was trying to push it.
Biggest thing in the streets, like the robbery freestyle, yeah?
I remember when bro and that was telling me, yo, what? Gonna get some bread. I'm saying money off a music show. Coming from where I come from to where I've reached now, that man's happy, you get it, peace, and you get what I'm saying, bro? Not living at end zone one more. So you know, like, I'm just happy that I've gone from where I come from to where I am now. I've noticed in my life, before something good happens to me, something bad happens. A few bad things happen, and then all of a sudden everything just goes good again.
bro, that's the traumas that we go through when we're from the hood, man. When we're from the, well, it happens to everyone, not from the hood. You get me? I won't say that, but it's one of them ones. Is can you keep on going? Can you keep on going? Can you turn up every day? Can you deliver? Can you keep on going? That's the question. That's what you got to ask yourself.
Obviously, man, just stick to man's prayers, you get me? And just like,
Alhamdulillah.
everything happens for a reason, you get me?
SRB separation confirmed. Coming up on staging the burnout of these twin.
You got taught to me funny enough. She gave me brains in the.
What I would say as well, me and Abracadabra actually shares the same birthday, May the 3rd. You get me? I do know that because I just know every time it's man's birthday, people are throwing man up, people are throwing him up. But yeah, man, big shout out to Blade with this intro as well. Solid. Let's get straight into that though. Let's get straight into that.
It's money time.
Hold on, man. Work more, man.
Hold on. It's that PK.
Let me get Abs' key, please. And the man them are gonna follow behind, innit?
No worries.
Security.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah. PK, come on, man. Show them you're over here, man.
Oh, what? I'm over here. Hey, where's my episode though, man? Come on, man. I haven't done enough
You
now.
need a bit more subs on the
Trying to be
stream.
the main character, Tim. Where's the main
Next week
character
I'm gonna
today,
go
bro?
harder, bro.
You need some more subs on the stream, my boy.
Next week I'm gonna go harder.
Nah, we got you when you're ready. Yeah, nah, Big Al. So yeah, like one of my favorite things about you is I only see you when it's time to make money, boy. You're not even like, you don't even, yeah.
I'll pop out sometimes, you get me, but bro, I think I got social
Wait.
anxiety or something.
Big respect. I was pausing it, but it was a bit premature. A man said you got social anxiety, bro. You see, when you're an artist, a content creator, or you're about the bag, listen, you're an easy target to get drawn out. You're an easy target for jealousy. You're an easy target for just people to jump on the bandwagon. And sometimes when you become famous, it might get a bit overwhelming how many people stop you in the middle of the streets. So it's good that man's grounded himself. He's not easy accessible.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, like before I touch out, I think about it like 20 times before I come out, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm just used to being around just my lot, innit?
Yeah,
So, you know, I'm in public and that stuff, bruv. Bare eyes and that.
Yeah.
Staring at you, you get me, bro?
Yeah, no, I feel you. We're going to talk about your upbringing in a minute, but before we go over there, like, I feel like Abracadabra is like the most Ghanaian rapper name you could do. Like, when you was coming up with your rap name, what made you go for Abracadabra?
You know what's mad? I never gave myself that name.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously everyone called me Abs based off of my real name, innit? Like growing up.
Yeah.
And the ends and that. Then when man started making music, man's manager at the time was like, bro, you're just making magic. Like, it was just one of them days I've made a rhythm and he's rating the rhythm, he's saying, bro, you're just making magic, bro. And he's like, man's gonna call you Abracadabra. But I'm saying, well, you fucking dumb, bro. What do you mean, fam? Like, he's like, what?
Yeah, that is funny. Man say magic. Obviously, I can see how it's deemed. You get me? Abracadabra, man's doing magic, voodoo, or whatever. All of that magic stuff. You get me? So I can see why he's saying that he's dumb. But yeah, it actually suits him. Abracadabra suits my man. It suits his name. It suits him.
It's gonna go off. Watch. Then I've put out my first song, yeah, on. Some brother from the ends had like a YouTube channel, you get me, like Tunnel Vision.
Yeah.
You get me? Put out my first song, just put it out as Abs, innit?
Yeah.
And one day, bro, I swear to you, bro, one day I've gone and looked here. I think this is after I've released a few songs. I've gone and looked and all my shit's changed to Abracadabra, bro. So page manager's like, yo, what you doing? He's like, bro, I told you, bro, watch. And then believe, like, after that I just seen some mad views. Views just going off and that, like. And then it just stuck, bro. So
you know why it's crazy? That's how powerful you can name yourself something. And on the back of your name, you've just started connecting straight away. Like, people, it's such an appealing name. Like, oh, Abracadabra, let's look into this. I wanted to look more into that. That's deep. That's serious.
You know, like, even when people are chatting to me and they're calling me Abra and that, I'm saying, bro, I don't like that, you know. Obviously, if you don't know me, I just let you run through it. But nobody don't call me that. Nobody that know me don't call me that. I hate that, bro. You get me? But it's a blessing at the same time. It's like a clickbait thing. It's like, you hear the type of music that man makes, and then you hear a man called Abracadabra, you're thinking, well, who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah, it's like your artist name, stage name.
Yeah, so then I feel like it made them go and tune in and that.
And you know what? That actually is like very representative of the type of personality you have, because in real life, you are like one of the most undiverous people or artists that I've ever met. Yeah. As in, you're like, I've never seen you walk.
Bro, I didn't know what undearest means. And I know definitely Abracadabra don't know what that means. You get me? That's why he's saying, yeah, but I posted. You got to explain. You got to elaborate to us hood niggas, brother.
Into a place and expect to be treated a certain type of way. Sometimes I even forget. I feel like you even forget that you are an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Big respect.
Like
I get it now. So basically, man's just saying you're just mad. You're humble, bro. Like, you're an artist, you're famous, but you're just a normal folk, bro. You're not weird. You're just a normal folk. That's what you're basically saying.
I think it's a blessing and a curse. Man's too content, you get?
Yeah.
Where I'm coming from, where I come from, to where I've reached now, that man's happy, you get it? Peace, and you get what I'm saying, bro? No living at ends no more and that. So, you know, like, I'm just happy that I've gone from where I come from to where I am now, so I don't know.
Growth.
In a way.
Growth. It's very important to, like, be grateful of the come up. Like, growth. He's like, man's come from nothing, the ends. I don't live on the ends. Like, I'm in a good position. Like, that is growth. That is, you get me? Gratefulness.
It's like, I'm just so fixated that I've done it, that I'm just good with that. You
Yeah.
get me? So whatever comes with it after comes with it. I basically, what I wanted to achieve, I achieved. You get me? I wanted to get my mum out of the ends, whatnot, get myself out of there. Like, I don't get into the situations I used to get into, whatnot. So that was the goal for me. You get me? Then I think everything else is a bonus. Like,
That's crazy because you can, if you like follow your journey as an artist, you can actually tell that's your vibe based on the explanation you've just given. Because you're never there consistently.
Yeah,
It's like, do you know what I feel like you do? And I could be wrong, yeah? You'll come in the game, you'll do something, generate peas.
Yeah.
Then I reckon you might look at the bank account and you'll be like, yeah, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you'll just disappear for a bit.
That's good, guys. Artists, managers, take note. Obviously, he's not easy accessible. His method is a bit different. You get me? He's just like, look, he does a Dave method. You get me? Dave is the art. Bam, bam. He's a musician. He's like, look, boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's chill out. Let's focus on man's mental. Let's get back to work. You get me? So, yeah.
And you might see it, obviously we all have to work every day, innit? This is life, we're all human, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, I need to go work again. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like that's how it feels like to be a supporter of you kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
It is, it's like, you see, where I'm not a spender like that as well, you get me?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, I just don't spend like that, you get me? So, you see that, when I see that stuff accumulating, it makes me happy, you get me, bro?
Yeah.
But the music, the reason why I take breaks like that, yeah, obviously I had 1-2 situations, you get me? I had a situation, I lost over like £1 million, you get me?
Woo!
Like through like management and stuff, man's manager done something funny, you get me, bro? With like advances and stuff like that.
How? You got to
Listen
listen
to this
detail,
one.
bro. £1 million a lot of money, man.
Bro, are we listening to this? Yeah. His manager stole £1 million from him, basically. That's what it says. How? Man's getting people signed for £1 million and not getting my percentage, and his manager has stole £1 million. I done something on my YouTube. Scroll down with UK rap numbers. I'm going into Abracadabra's how much money he's generated. So this might make sense why, like when I was talking about what he generated.
Yeah, it's basically that, boom, like, I got my pattern going on with ADA and whatnot. That's my peoples, you get me? They do with me,
ADA is distribution. So ADA is the same distribution that signs Stormzy, signs Central C. They had Bugsy Malone. I think they had AJ Tracy. Obviously, that is ADA. Initially, when I was coming up, I approached Howard from ADA and I was like, look, bro, I need 5K because we want to do a remix. I want 5K for the video to do a remix for the Air Force. You get me? We got Krypton Conan and K-Trap, and they kind of turned it down. They wanted to give us a mixtape. And this is when, obviously, Caroline, the distribution label, came in. I asked the same thing to that team, and that team was like, yeah. And then we created history. You get me? So that's who AD is, but they're very powerful people. Stormzy, independent, before he got signed, Stormzy was in ADA. He came from ADA, Central C. So when he's saying that's man's peoples, they're very good at what they do. They're an umbrella to Warner. Yeah, they're in the Warner building.
top of that family. Obviously, at the time, and man's leaving like the financial stuff in that man's manager's hand, you get me? But that's another thing as well. You know, in this thing, you live and you learn. Where I told you, like, where man's too content is a blessing and a curse. So where papers is being made, I'm not spending like that. You get me? So I'm not preying certain things, but a man was basically getting advances behind my back. So say man's music does like a 70 bags this month, and it does just another 70 next month, and the next 70, then you know that's going towards your recoup, innit? Donnie would just go and tell them, yo, yeah, let me get another 300 bags. But I'm not knowing this, you get me?
So basically, let me give it to you. Let me break this bit down. Obviously, he's been in a long relationship with ADA. Obviously, now, him and his management team, etc. So I know Abra. This is how I first met Abra. When I was in the open jail, Abra and Young'un done an event for me in Brighton at the Shush Club. You get me? And this is the first time I met him doing events. I started booking Abra when I was in Open Joe regularly, when he had the robbery song. You get me? Youngins man's bro, so he's done man's thing. Booking agent at that time was Miles from Echo. Now, Miles from Echo, you got Obi, you got Miles, you got the Echo boys. Then they were powerful. They was doing so much amazing things in that time. And you see, music then, bro. Music then and booking artists then, you'll get the best value for your money, because you can book an Abracadabra, pop in Abracadabra for 2 bags or 3 bags a show. You get me? Same thing with Craig from Primary Talent. Obviously, they've all moved now, but these are our goats. Like, these lot moved the needle in our culture. And this is what. And then, obviously, I knew the process. So, obviously, going through the process of having to book Abra and that, this is how I kind of got to know, okay, this is the process, this is what to do. And at that time, obviously, this is how I met PK Humble. I met PK Humble then, but he's got management. You see them lot, they got like 3, 4, 5 managers, bro. You get me? So there was other managers that was involved, you get me? And this is kind of how the backstory of like what's happened. But now, obviously, when you start getting relationships with your distribution, you start streaming well and you start bringing in a lot of capital. Like he said, 70 bags first month, 50 bags, 100 bags. Obviously, you kind of got an open checkbook within reason. You get me? So what he's saying is he's not really pre in the logistics, because he's bringing in a lot of money, but he's not looking at the business side of music. He's not looking at the business side and the logistics. So him being young, thinking, yo, the man, you get me? Like, man's management's got it. Madness now, man. Like, someone, they're saying, yo, boom, 300K now advance. My man's drawing out 300K. So I don't know where. This is why the logistics of it now, you have like portals and you sign up for all these things where it's like you get paid your advance in accounts. So this is where the logistics is like, where was all the money going into the management's account, and then was the management then giving Abra his money, or was the money going into Abra's account and was Abra giving the management their percentage? So this is what I'm yet to kind of understand from what he's saying.
This through fucking breakdowns, bro, like on emails and shit. You know, like they always send man things on man's email and that to let man know how everything's going. But bro, like, there's a column that I never ever clicked, and I didn't think I could click it. It's so funny, bro. Like, when I tell people sometimes they don't believe me, bro, there's a column that I never clicked. I didn't think I could click it, you get me? My new manager's told man, pre that thing, and this is when he started working with me. He's like, yo, AJ, fuck with you, you know?
So you say my new manager, obviously he pointed back there. So obviously he's talking about PK Humble, because I did see something in the comments, and do you know what? I didn't even see it. Someone actually screenshotted this to me and said, Bounce, you need to react to this. I like your take on this. So big shout out to the brother that sent it. I even replied back to him, because I had to just be like, do you know what? I was going to react to it anyway, but obviously, because someone said PK Humble, boom. People always say things and the narratives are like, but you say my new manager. So basically, PK Humble was Abra's old manager then, and then obviously they had whatever they done, and then now PK Humble's his manager now. This is what he's looking like. This is what I've heard. So now he's got back to managing Abra, and they built that dream team. So just get back into this.
I'm saying, yeah, no, naturally, that's my people still. But he's like, no, they rock with you. Like, I'm looking at your advances and that. I'm saying, how have you seen that? Like, and he's like, yeah, click that thing top right. And I'm saying, blood, I've seen this for time. I've never clicked this, you know? Bro, you see, when I clicked that, bro, yeah, it was mental, so I clicked that. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, fam. I was like, man, like, I don't remember troubling none of this money here. When did I ask for this? You get me? So then when I'm going over it and that, like, it was on mad papers, bro. Over at M, you get me?
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
And that's including like certain times like a show papers might come in, you get me? I just leave it with Donnie, like, yeah, hold that. But I'm not ever seeing that back, you know what I'm saying? And it's my family at the same time, you get me? So it was a mad situation, bro.
How'd you deal with a situation like that?
Bro, like,
Do you know what? For me, I don't know the business side of things and the back end, like, because I'm kind of baffled here, you get me? But obviously, it sounds like the capital's going into maybe a joint account or the management account, and he's not really clocking. He don't really have the logins to that account. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And obviously the ADA stuff, okay, money's getting sent. He don't know. People are clapping money from there. He's just recouping, cool. And now he's talking about show money. So he's like, okay, the show money, he's thinking, okay, cool. I'm making this, part that off, and then I'll revisit you lot. But he's not really, he hasn't really got the money that he's telling people to park off. Now he's saying it's family. So he's like, how do you deal with it? This is my whole thing with the whole dig that thing. And this is why people was like, oh, bounce on you, rare. But you can either take it to the roads, you get me? Or you can just have to deal with it in a corporate manner, you get me? Obviously, he's left it. Obviously, let's get into this more.
It's mad, bro. You get me? It's like, if I focus on stuff like that, then it's not really gonna do me no good, you know what I'm saying?
Because obviously you've done all this work, used all your talent to actually change your life, and now you're presented with a situation which might almost take you back. Yeah. Possibly even worse than where you came from. Literally. Because now it's with somebody you actually trusted.
Yeah, fam. So, you know that.
Especially if you're broke. If a man's done that, obviously it's madness. You're thinking crazy. Imagine, big respect to him to even overcome being bumped for £1 million, bro. He's been bumped. Abracadabra has been bumped for £1 million from his management, bro. What is going through your brain? What's going through your brain when that's all happening? It's madness, bro. You get me? So the fact that he's even saying his story, and this is why he's gone quiet and that. Imagine losing it all and then your manager still bumping you. You could lose everything and just risk and just be in jail for the rest of your life. That's the sort of things that could have you being in jail for the rest of your life. Is madness.
Well, I just looked at it like, it's a test, you know. Before, I've noticed in my life, before something good happens to me, something bad happens. A few bad things happen, and then all of a sudden everything just goes good again. Obviously, man, just stick to man's prayers, you get me? Just like, everything happens for a reason, you get me?
Yeah. And is this something that happened recently or more towards the robbery first couple of years times?
No, this happened like recently, still like
a
year ago.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, now it makes sense. So it's happened recently. This is why PK Humble just got back into management. Now we're starting to add up in my head. It's adding up who potentially is involved, and now I get it. I presume it's the same manager of Heady One who used to manage Heady One. Obviously, I know my man. Obviously, I'm not gonna say his name, but now I get it. You get me? There was two managers of Heady One. You get me? So it was one of the two guys. I'm not implying Adnan. You get me? But maybe this is what's happened now. Now PK Humbles has come in, so possibly.
Yeah, literally. It's like a year ago, you get me?
Like, this is all jiggy on deck money and all that.
All of them things.
No way this is jiggy on deck money. That's crazy.
And it's like, bro, basically what it is well, it's man's habits what basically help man. You get me? Where man ain't got mad bad habits and like that. Ain't got no crazy spending habits and shit, so that's what saved man from being in a situation, you get me?
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I just looked at them thinking like, bro, it's a lesson, you get what I'm saying?
So he's basically saying, this is what I was saying, a lot of artists, they spend all that money on their Mary Jeans, this, and then they rub themselves out hoping for the next check. He said, bro, he's put down money. He's got money that he's put down, and what made man survive through this is because man was not spending. I don't do the mad drip thing. I got 1 and 2 kettles, a chain, boom, but I don't do what the artists do, rub themselves out, a lot of artists, because it's all for an image that actually means nothing, because if we're all targeting the same women, that's what it means. It's like to target the same. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, okay.
Nah, before that I trusted too much. You feel me?
I'm kind of scared of you a little bit, you know, because this is like the 4th time you talk about your spending habits. Now, if I was your brethren, are you the tightest man in the clique? Because the way you're saying, you're not letting it go.
Nah, man, it's not.
You're
like,
not.
You see where it is when it's time for like, us to go have a good time and that.
Yeah.
We're lively, you get me?
My people, I'm going to stop it here and do another part 2 tomorrow. You get me? Because obviously 25 minutes. That is crazy, that bit, man. That's crazy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this to 40K subscribers. I think we're about to hit 35K subscribers. So big shout out to everyone. If you watch me every single day, make sure you comment and you like, you subscribe. You don't even need to comment. Just like it and subscribe, please, my people. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.